we have on Chelsea Cline with SunMed. Thank you so much, Chelsea, for coming in today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself. What is your product to start?
So my name is Chelsea, as we already said. Sorry, I'm nervous.
You're good.
Um, I've been with SunMed for a while. SunMed is a like more of a modern health wellness center that focuses on using CBD for your all over body wellness.
Okay, and so how did you get into that?
Honestly, through Indeed, shockingly, I was at a company that I was not happy with, and I wanted a new position, and I found SunMed through Indeed, and I loved everything that they said, and I was like, this sounds something super exciting, and I want to get into it, and then it's kind of just, I would say that it kind of just fell in my lap, and then it was all great from there.
Oh, I love that. So,
Yeah.
where are you from? Are you from around here?
Actually, I'm not. I'm actually from Ohio.
Okay.
I moved down here when my husband did. He's an actor, so he moved down here before I did, and then I just kind of followed him. And Atlanta is definitely a change because in Ohio it's always cold, it's always raining. So being here in Atlanta, especially in the summer, is crazy to me because I'm not a big heat person, but I'm getting used to it. And honestly, I feel like every day I'm loving Atlanta a little bit more.
Yeah, Atlanta's definitely the new hotspot for filming movies and stuff. It's so much cheaper than being like in LA or New York.
Oh yes, definitely.
So, how long has your husband been an actor?
He's actually been an actor since he was definitely an actor in college. But I would say that he probably started doing more since about like 2015.
Okay, that's such a cool business to be in.
Oh yeah, he loves it. He also directs like short films and stuff like that, and he's really good at it.
Okay, cool. You'll have to show me one
Yeah,
sometime then.
I would love to, and he would love that.
So how long have you guys been together for?
So we've been together 12 years. We've been married for 4.
Oh wow. Wow, you've got some time on your hands then.
Oh yeah, he's my rock. He's my everything.
Oh, that's amazing. So let's talk about a little bit of the products that
Yeah,
you
of course.
brought with us today. So what are these?
Oh yeah, so perfect. So what you're holding right now is our sleep trial gummies. These we have done a clinical test on with the Mayo Clinic, Radical Science. It's basically a CBD product with what's called CBN in it. CBN is basically something that helps you go to sleep. It's kind of like I like to tell people it's night night. If you can't remember what it is, just think of CBN night night. It's an all natural way of helping you go to sleep. And then we did a clinical trial on them. 660 individuals have had improved sleep, less fatigue, and also less stress when going to sleep. And the great thing about the sleep products is there's no melatonin in them. So when you wake up, you just wake up and you go about your day. So I really love these, and probably one of our most popular item when it comes to our store because everyone has issues with sleeping. I think like most time when I'm talking to somebody about us, they're like, "Do you have anything for sleep?" And I'm like, "Actually, I do." So I love that. And then my favorite line of our products is probably our Neuro. It's kind of like an all natural Adderall. We use CBG, which is a get up and go. It's kind of like motivates you, helps you be productive, and it also helps with stress and anxiety, and it helps with energy. And it's like, and there's no jitteries or come downs from it like a lot of people do have with certain medications. It's just all natural.
And what is this last one?
Yeah, absolutely. The last one is the wellness. Our wellness gummies are really good for anxiety, stress, pain, and inflammation. So when you think wellness, it's like an all over body wellness. So if you kind of have like a lot of things going on, I would definitely recommend the wellness gummies because it does help with a lot of that. And the great thing about CBD that a lot of people don't know is it is like a supplement. So the more you take it, it helps build up in your system naturally.
That's awesome. So everyone's gonna want to know.
Yeah.
CBD, THC. Tell us the difference.
Absolutely. So CBD, a lot of people don't know this, which is totally fine. I didn't really know this before working with SunMed. CBD and THC is different. THC is more of a head high, and CBD is what we call a body high. So basically, it's a vitamin your body can feel. So like if you take our sleep products, you'll feel like you can sleep better. You feel like you can be more energized. You feel like you can be more motivated without feeling like, am I going to be able to drive, or am I going to be able to do this or that? You don't have to worry about that because you're not getting a head high from it. You're just, with CBD, it's just helping your body feel good.
Cool. That's definitely better. So you won't get pulled over for a DUI if you're just on CBD.
You should definitely not be. Unless you're taking, I don't know. I don't even think I don't know. Like, you have to be taking THC definitely for that to be an issue.
So have you had a lot of, like, what is it, fallback or comeback with, you know, being in this industry? Like, you have a lot of people complain about, you shouldn't be selling that, you shouldn't be involved with that, that's a drug.
Yes, yes and no. We do get a lot of people that don't understand the difference, which is okay. That's what we're here for. We're not only selling products, but we are educating. So we have no problem being like, yeah, I understand that that's what you've been told or what you believe. That's understandable. We've all been told. But this is actually what it is good for. So we do have a lot of people that just don't understand. But the great thing about the people that don't understand is they actually become our best customers. Because a lot of times you explain it to them, they're like, oh, you know what? I need that. Yeah. And then you sell them a product, and then they go home, you give them a call back, ask them how it's doing, and they're like, this is fantastic. I love this stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot harder talking to people about this if they're in an older generation because they don't understand it. But we're also in the South, which, you know, it hasn't, like, weed is just now being, like, legalized and stuff like that. And California, it has been doing it for forever.
I know, yeah.
And people out there are like, yeah, that's a normal Tuesday.
I don't know what you're talking about. What?
But yeah, it's good that you guys are educating the people. That
and I love that.
An older generation, because they can definitely use it. Everybody can.
Yeah.
Just overall good health.
Exactly, it is. It's great for overall health. We also have wonderful topical creams. The topical creams are probably our biggest seller. We've sold over 500,000, I believe.
Oh, wow.
And they are absolutely amazing. I use them myself. I have quite a few chronic illnesses. I have lupus, arthritis, pretty much anything you can think of. And so I get a lot of joint pain. So I typically use our topical creams as well. And we usually recommend that to people. And those topical creams are just amazing. For me personally, I rub it on my, like, joints, and it takes pain away. And it's good for headaches too. I've actually used it for, like, I get some migraines and I'll rub it on my temples, and it helps a lot.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'll have to definitely get with you and get some of that. Our COO actually just had meniscus surgery.
Oh.
So I bet he could use some of that
too. Yeah. I definitely put them in the sample bag, so...
Cool. Well, we'll definitely be giving that to him right after this.
Yeah.
So you like the industry that you're in?
I do. I love SunMed very much. They're a very great group of people.
Where do you see yourself going from here?
It's actually funny. My bosses are probably listening to this, so I'm sorry, but I took SunMed because I needed a job, you know, money. I write on the side, and I love my writing job, but it doesn't pay. So I was like, I need another job that I just need for, like, funds and stuff like that. So that's why I took SunMed at first. But then it was very quick. I just started to see potential there. Just because I think we've all been in positions where, like, we've not been for companies that did well with us or were toxic. And SunMed's not like that at all. They were just very supportive from the beginning. I think I got put into this position pretty early on, and I didn't even apply for it. It was a very quick promotion because they just saw my potential. They're always helpful. And so to answer your question, I foresee myself being there much longer than I originally was like, I just need a job for money. Mm-hmm. Now it's something that I could see myself doing, and I want to see myself doing. So my growth is definitely with SunMed. Where is that going to take me? I don't know, because there's a bunch of different, like, they're always like, we always, you know, set you up for success if you want to do anything else. Like, we've got positions in all over, like corporate. You can work with the stores. You can be a franchise manager. You can do all of this stuff. So I don't know where my future is, but I want it to be with SunMed because I do genuinely like the company that I'm working for.
Yeah, that's a great way to encourage people to buy with you guys as well.
Yeah.
Like, we are a very close-knit group here at the MP Group, and our bosses are huge on, if you need to go pick up your kids from school, go.
Yes.
Like, if you need to go get your car fixed or whatever, go do that. Like,
Yes.
it's on your free time, like, constantly there to help you and support you. And that makes other people more willing because they want you to be around a good environment. Like, we talk about, like, you get our direct phone numbers. You know, like, we're always here to help our customers.
Absolutely.
It's just great to be in a positive environment with people that encourage you to just be the best version of you inside and outside of the business.
I know. I used to have jobs where I would have panic attacks before going in or crying in my car, you know, because I was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I get excited when I wake up and I go to SunMed, and that also helps me, I think, be a really good saleswoman because I love our company so much. The products work for me. I will say that, you know, CBD is not a one size fits all. So what might work for me might work for another person, but that's what we do. We are a commitment based company. So if you buy from us, you're with us forever. So if you buy a product, we always follow up in 7 days, ask you how it's doing, if it's not doing great, or if you're like, it's kind of working, but I think I need something stronger, we'll get you back in. And there's no, you know, if you're buying one product and you actually need another product, we'll swap it out. No hassle. We're not going to be like, well, you already bought this, no returns. No, we're gonna make sure you're getting what is good for your wellness because that is our job. I love that we're not pushy salesmen. We're actually trying really hard to make your life better by helping you with these products.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing all about that. It's good to know more about CBD because it's something that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I bought CBD stuff when I was in California, and it's still sitting in my room because I have not, like, I've been scared. I'm like, I don't know what the effects are going to be.
Exactly.
So I've been nervous, but since you're educating me, I might have to try, and I'll definitely start with your products and then maybe move into...
Yeah, because I don't know what they're doing in California.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I bet California's doing fantastic, but if you're not someone that's used to it, maybe start off small, you know?
Right,
Because I understand that.
So what do you do outside of CBD? You said that you write?
Yes.
So is that something that you just do in your free time?
Yes. I've always wanted to be a writer. I went to school, English literature, and I just love writing. That sounds like, I don't know. But it is great. I write a lot of romance. And I have like my own website and everything like that where I put stories on. And that's what I do in my spare time. Obviously, I want to make money from it, or I should say I want it to be successful. I don't want to say I want to make money from it. I more so want it to be there for someone to get inspired by. I have writers I'm inspired by, and I want to be a writer that somebody else is inspired by. So I do write. I write for the people, I guess you could say, all the romance readers out there, because I love to read romance, and I love to write it. And I guess that's always been my dream. And I continue to do it, and with my, balance of work life, I have my SunMed, and then I have my writing, and I feel like I'm more accomplished now than I was 10 years ago with the way I have my life balanced. So I like it.
Yeah, well, I'll have to read that as well.
Yeah.
Because I think most females enjoy reading romance novels and murder mysteries.
Yes. And when you combine them... So yeah, absolutely. I'm always trying to get more followers. I think I have 10. I'm trying though.
So where can we find SunMed? How many locations do you guys have?
Yeah, so we actually have, I believe 360. I think we have 360 corporate stores. I might be confused by that. And then we have more franchisee stores, or I know for a fact we have 360 stores. I just don't know if they're all corporate or if it's like a mixture of corporate and franchise. We do have quite a few franchise locations, but if you're looking to buy from us, which I would love it if you did, because that means I get I get bonuses and stuff like that. We're the East Cobb location, Sprayberry Court, LA Fitness area, Sandy Plains Road.
Okay. Do you guys have like an Instagram or Facebook?
We are trying. We did, and then we lost access to it. We have been fighting with Facebook and Instagram to try to give us access, and we're just trying to get it back up because we have our old Instagram, but we haven't been on it in a while. So we're trying to get the new one up. But we do have a website, getsunmed.com. You can look up locations there, or you could just give us a call at our store, the East Cobb locations. And even if you're not in East Cobb, we can do any kind of selling of products over the phone as well and ship it to you, and we pay for shipping.
Okay, cool. Well, if you had to give any advice to the people that are listening, these future entrepreneurs, future business people, what would be your advice for, you said that you just found it on Indeed and just went for it, and now you really love it. So what would be your advice to our future entrepreneurs?
Of course. Honestly, my biggest advice is don't forget about yourself. What you want, what you need. I have worked... I've worked jobs that I took because I just, like I said, I needed a paycheck and they were just not a good fit for me. And then I stayed in those jobs and I easily got burnt out or didn't like it or didn't want to do it and then end up like leaving for another job. So what I would recommend for anyone who's looking to start out or looking to switch a job, make sure it's something that you feel passionate about or you think you could be passionate about. Like when I applied for SunMed, I read the Indeed and I was like, oh yeah, this is something I could do. Oh yeah, that's something I would like to do. Oh yeah, this, like check off your boxes, make sure that it's fit for you and that you're not just taking it because you need the paycheck. Because yes, we all need the paycheck, but I do believe that you need to have passion for what you're wanting to do. And even though I didn't necessarily know what CBD was going into the job, like I also was like, isn't that just like THC? I was able to read about their commitment to wellness, their commitment to their customers. And I was like, sounds really good. And then I took the interview and they were so kind, so polite. I was upfront right away about my disabilities and they were like, we'll work with you. Like, we will accommodate you. And I was like, that is really good. So I would definitely make sure that your bases are covered before you cover the bases of whatever job you're taking.
Yeah, well, that is great advice. You don't want to wake up every day miserable, like you said.
Exactly.
Well, thank you, Chelsea, so much for coming on. You all make sure to go see Chelsea at the SunMed store in East Cobb, and we will make sure to link everything in the description below, and we can throw in your writing stuff in there as well.
I love that.
So you get a little bit more in that area.
Of course, I love it.
Thank you again for coming on, and we really appreciate you.
Thank you so much, Kelly, and I'm sorry if I sounded nervous. This is my first time.
You did great. All right, thanks, guys.
Bye.